Trains are meant to take people to their destinations. But in some corners of the world, there are railway stations where passengers don't just catch trains, they encounter mysteries that defy explanation. Tonight's story is about one such place, the haunted railway station, a place where people arrive, but not all of them ever return. This station stood on the edge of a small town. Broken signboards, cracked platforms, and rusted tracks told the story of its age. By day, it was quiet, abandoned. But at night, something else happened. Locals whispered that at the stroke of midnight, the sound of a train filled the air. The rumble of wheels, the screech of brakes, a whistle echoing through the valley, as if an old steam engine was pulling in. But when people looked, the tracks were empty. In the 1960s, a man named Abdul Rashid was waiting for the last train of the night. Witnesses said that when the whistle blew, he picked up his bag and moved toward the edge of the platform. But there was no train. The next morning, his belongings were found on the ground, but he himself was gone. Police searched the nearby forest, villagers combed the area, but there was no trace. It was as if he had simply vanished into thin air. Years later, a young student sat late at night on the platform, reading his books. Suddenly, he heard footsteps, whispers, and saw an old-fashioned lantern flicker to life at the far end of the station. He swore he saw a conductor, dressed in a uniform from another era, walking slowly toward him with a lantern in his hand. But as he drew closer, the figure dissolved into mist. That student was never the same again. He claimed that the conductor appeared in his dreams, calling him, beckoning him to board a train that didn't exist. Historians pointed to a tragic event decades earlier. A massive train crash had taken place near the station. The engine derailed at full speed, killing dozens of passengers. Many believed that the restless spirits of that night never left. Locals say that anyone waiting at the platform late at night can still hear the cries of the victims, or feel a sudden icy wind swirling around them, like invisible figures brushing past. These are not just old stories. In recent years, travelers have reported strange encounters too. Some claim to see an old steam train standing on the tracks, smoke rising from its chimney, only for it to vanish when they blinked. Others saw shadowy figures seated on the benches. Their faces blurred, their eyes completely empty. But when someone tried to approach them, they disappeared into thin air. The haunted railway station still stands today. Some say it's just folklore. Others believe it's a portal to the other side, forever marked by tragedy. But one thing is certain, those who have been there at midnight are never the same again. Some carry the images in their minds forever, and some never return at all. So if you ever find yourself waiting at a lonely station, and you hear the whistle of a train that shouldn't be there, remember this: not every train takes its passengers home. Some trains are meant only for the dead.